Hi, fire signs. I hope you are doing well. I know it has been quite a while since I've recorded a video, and I actually missed the Libra season and the Scorpio season videos, but uh, that's another story. September was one of the busiest months I've ever had in all aspects of my life, and October I was pretty much out of the country for most of the month. So it's been an amazing, beautiful time, and if you have any interest in seeing and hearing about my travels and my experiences in Europe, please check out my Instagram, Divine Love 1130, and I've been posting some pictures and creating some reels, and I'm still working on that. But as you can see here, I wanted to honor the fall season, and Halloween is my favorite time of the year. October is my favorite month, and I know we're now in November, but we do still have several weeks left in the autumn season. So I thought it would be fun to come on here, and like I said, I missed Libra and Scorpio season videos, but I was actually contemplating changing things up anyway, just to align with the energies and try a little something different. So instead of doing a pick a card and focusing on the specific energies of one month, I wanted to do 4 separate videos based on zodiac element sign. So be sure to check for your sun, moon, rising, and any strong placements or stellium where you have placements in multiple areas in a specific sign. And if you're not sure what any of that means, I do offer introduction to astrology to reading your natal chart, but you can also get a lot of information for free at cafeastrology.com. That information is down below. I'm also taking private readings again. So the best way to schedule with me is just to send me an email or send me a message on my social media accounts. So I think that's everything. If I forgot something, of course, I will go ahead and fill that in. But like I said, we still have 5 or 6 weeks left in autumn. So what I want to do is I'm going to use my Halloween tarot deck, which is also Halloween and fall themed, and my fire sign vibes, since we're doing a fire sign video. And we're just going to kind of take a look at maybe what's transpired in your life thus far for during this time frame. And then we're going to look at what Spirit wants you to know about the remaining few weeks in autumn. I'm also going to pull some oracle cards as needed to clarify these energies. My intention is to keep this video pretty short, but we know how that goes sometimes. We're just going to get the messages that come out. So let's go here. Fire signs for autumn. All right, let's come out. So I'm going to pull a full spread. Fire sign overall theme here. To give me some clarity on this reading. What is the overall theme here, please? Okay. Got a couple cards that wanted to come out. Definitely picking up on a romantic situation. We have the Lover's card in the past energy. And the energy of this card in particular, that's why I really like using, I read the images, right, obviously, on top of the traditional card meanings, but when I use my own decks, it helps me tap in a little deeper. And there's this script. It's hard to see it in the lighting, but it's like, and there's like a fog. I'm getting, maybe that there's somebody from the past that has come back in during the autumn season. We have the Ten of Cups as the current energy crossed by the Maiden of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups. I'm getting this feeling here that when we have the Knight of Cups crossing, the Ten of Cups, is the happy outcome, right? The happy family, the completion. I'm getting that somebody is not showing up in a fully committal way. They're either not emotionally available, or they're not professing their love. Things are not progressing to the next level of commitment. Or another scenario here, take it how it resonates, could be that there's someone, you have feelings for someone in the past that's preventing you from moving forward and moving on with someone new who's come into your life. We have the King of Wands here as the current energy. The King of Wands is about confidence and moving forward, but you can see here he's cloaked. He's cloaked and he's holding that fire, right? There may be a lot of passion here, but when I see this cloak and with these other cards that are here, I'm getting that this person, they're not revealing, they're not offering anything more than the fire. I'm getting that it's a very one-sided situation. And again, you can take this either way, right? If this is a person who's come back into your life and isn't showing up, you're the one that's, putting forth the effort. And it's kind of making, crazy is one of the fire sign vibes. It's like making you feel crazy. Likewise, you may, if you're in a situation where you're being haunted by someone from your past, it's not preventing, it's preventing you from showing up, right? We have the self-centered card. This is a Leo energy. So you could be dealing with a Leo or have Leo in your chart, but that, doesn't have to be that. Just more confirmation, right, if you do have that aspect. But what I'm getting, if you're in the situation where you're being haunted by someone from your past, the memories, if you're not over this person, and if this new person coming in is not sparking this deep passion in you, and that tells me there's something lacking with them, right? Obviously you need to work on healing yourself and moving on from the prior situation. But if somebody was the right person, I also feel like there would be no doubt, there would be no comparison to the past person, because this person would fulfill you in all the ways and you wouldn't feel like something was lacking, if that makes sense. When I turned over the fire sign vibes deck, we do have the Emperor here, Aries energy, awakened and powerful. And so what I'm getting for either scenario here is you've got this, fantasy of this past person, right, that you keep thinking they're going to show up in a certain way, show up as the Emperor, show up as the King, and that's preventing you from moving forward, right? But what I'm getting is this like, and if you guys like music, it's one of their lesser known hits, but by Lifehouse, it's called 6 Cycle Carousel. So look that up. I'll show you why that one's coming up here in a moment for me, but it's like this round and around, and things aren't changing. And for some of you, if you have somebody new coming in and you're just not feeling it in all the ways, like you're trying to fill in the gaps, well, they could be the one if this, if that. If you don't feel it in all the ways, if you're questioning, and if it's not a hell yes, then it's a hell no. And I know that's a pretty strong message, but on the bottom of the deck too, we have 5 of Wands, that's about conflict and competition. And I'm getting that, either this person is not making you the priority, they're making you an option, or you in your mind are conflicted because you're comparing them to someone else. So the action forward is the wheel, which in traditional decks is the Wheel of Fortune, but this is in the Halloween deck. You can see it's a decrepit, rundown, broken Ferris wheel. Tens are about closing out cycles. And so when I see this, in this deck in particular, my intention with the wheel was for closure, to move on from things that are broken and they're no longer working. But when you have the Five of Cups here, there's this nostalgia and like looking at the past, looking back. It's not looking at what you have or what you could have. It's like, but I want this. I want what's transpired. I want what didn't come to be. But when you move forward through the wheel, it's really in your head. It's like you're trapping yourself. There's this Eight of Swords energy. You can free yourself by moving on, by moving forward. And yes, it is painful to do so. We have the Ten of Swords here, but what I'm getting is, if you keep repeating the cycle and you don't move on, you just stay stuck, the Hanged Woman. Okay, so I'm going to pull some other cards here. I'm just trying to decide which deck wants to speak to you. Yeah, let's do that. Halloween Oracle. Midnight, the most magical hour of all. All right. I'm getting, when I'm going to read from the booklet for this one, obviously, but when I see this, it's, time's up. It's like Cinderella at the ball, like everything goes back to reality. It's kind of like I'm getting this as Judgment Day, as time's up on the situation. Okay, that's the message I'm getting. But let's see what else is in here. I think this is in alphabetical order, hopefully. Yes. Okay, the middle of the night, midnight, is the hour in which it is believed that ghosts, witches, ghouls, and magic are most likely to be active. Transition times, such as noon, the time between tides or even dark moon, are traditionally powerful times for magical transformation. In some Christian traditions, the witching hour is seen as 3 a.m. because it's the opposite to the time that Jesus is said to have died at 3 p.m. But there is some consensus that midnight is the time of greatest magic, particularly around Halloween. As soon as the clock strikes midnight on Halloween, it is said that the spirits flow forward through the veil, and if benevolent, bring positive messages. If not so benevolent, they are mischievous and play tricks at best, or at worst cause havoc. Allow yourself to relax into the benevolent darkness of midnight. You may feel this is your darkest hour, but know that the light will return again. The dawn always follows the darkest night. Know, too, that it is important to recognize that we all have darkness within us, just as we have light, and this isn't something to hide from. So for some of you, this may be, this dark period where the situation isn't working, but you're either settling, again, for someone who isn't all the things that you want, or you're settling for somebody who isn't committing to you because you would rather do that than be alone. So this is a message about, stop running from something that's, it's run its course. That's the message I'm getting very strongly from Spirit here. Let's see. This Archangel Michael, Sword of Light. Message, okay, there's two that wanted to come out. Trust your angels. Let go of your expectations of how your dreams will come true. Trust that heaven has a perfect plan. So this to me is absolutely invoking this energy right here. Let go of your expectations of how your dreams will come true. So, holding on to that one possibility that everything you wanted was in this one person or this one situation, that's holding you back. And it may not make sense, but you have to trust that something better is coming along. Don't give up on love. A relationship you cherish can be healed. Allow me to clear the way for forgiveness so that love can thrive again. So this is really beautiful, right? This could be a message for some of you. Perhaps, you have to set an ultimatum, right? And set some boundaries and see if there's the shift that you want in the situation. But you have to be prepared to actually move forward here. And when I see this, don't give up on love, I think given the other cards that are here, this is, don't give up on finding what it is that you want. Don't settle for less. Okay, let's set that there. And then I'm going to pull an animal totem affirmation. Animal totem affirmation Spirit has for fire signs. I am free from burdens tied to other people's opinions. So this to me is, okay, if you choose to be alone, don't let people judge you for that. If you choose to move on from someone who seems to be a great person just because you aren't feeling it, you have to honor your truth. Okay? And for some of you, this healing a relationship could be, other people expressing, friends or family who were expressing concerns about this situation, and perhaps it caused a rift in the relationship. So this is, maybe an opportunity to forgive them for the opinions they expressed and to try to heal that relationship and move forward. But I think the ultimate thing that is coming through, right? So, again, the outcome card without the other clarifiers was the Hanged Woman, which interestingly is number 12, which is, December is the 12th month of the year. So I'm getting that, if you don't have clarity in the situation already, I mean, I think deep down you already know. It's just taking the action to close it out. But you're being urged, by December to make these changes and make these shifts and move and break free from this and move forward. I'm getting it's a very painful cycle for you. And I think, you will have if you're on the fence and you don't have clarity, you will have that by December. But I'm getting that, if you don't take the action you already know you need to take, you're going to stay stuck in this painful cycle, in this Ten of Swords and Hanged Woman energy. And something that, is standing out to me, again, for you fire signs as we wrap this up, is this saying that I saw the other day that it really stuck with me. It said,